It doesn't happen all at once. You don't wake up one morning and decide to stop caring. It creeps in. A corner cut here, a promise softened there. And slowly, what used to be your floor, the lowest you'd ever let yourself go, becomes your ceiling. That's how standards erode. Not with announcement, just quietly, over time, until one day you catch yourself in the mirror, or you hear it in the voice of someone close to you, and something says, "You used to do better than this." Here's how it starts. A reasonable excuse. You're tired, you're stretched thin, life got complicated. None of that is a lie. The problem isn't the exception, it's what comes after. When the exception becomes the routine, you've drifted. And drifting is different from choosing. When you choose to lower a standard, you can choose to raise it. When you drift, you often don't notice until you're already far from where you meant to be. Marcus Aurelius wrote about this. The importance of returning to yourself after distraction, not with punishment, with honest attention. The drift isn't a moral failure, it's a human one. But noticing it, naming it, and correcting it, that's what separates the man who recovers from the man who doesn't. The areas where things first slip are rarely the big ones. It's not honesty in a crisis or effort on the job, it's the apology you let go stale, the follow-up you never sent, the promise to call that got buried. These feel small, but they're practice. Every time you do what you said you would, even in the small things, you're rehearsing the kind of person you want to be. Every time you don't, you're practicing something else. Benjamin Franklin tracked his own behavior against a list of personal virtues, not because he expected perfection, but because he knew that deliberate attention was the only way to make character stick. Small, consistent effort. That model still holds. When you let standards slide, there are two costs. One is external. People stop bringing you big things when you've stopped keeping your word on small ones. The other is internal. A quiet gap opens between who you are and who you meant to be. You may not name it, but it's there. You don't close it with a dramatic overhaul. You close it the same way it opened, slowly, one thing at a time. Pick one area where you know you've been letting yourself down. Set a clear standard. Hold it for 30 days, not perfectly, consistently. That's it. That's where it starts.